The phone rang again. I stared at the screen, annoyed. Unknown number. I almost ignored it. Hello? A woman's voice came sharp, irritated. Is this Emma Rowe? Yes. Who's calling? This is Ridgewood Elementary. Your daughter is still here. She's been alone for 3 hours. My stomach dropped. My daughter? I laughed nervously. You have the wrong number. I don't have children. Silence. Then the woman sighed, slow and tired. Ma'am, she's sitting in the hallway. She's crying. And she's asking for you. By name. That's impossible, I snapped. I've never been pregnant. I've never. She looks just like you, the woman interrupted. Same eyes. Same scar above her lip. I froze. My fingers went numb. That scar, I whispered. That's not possible. Please come now, she said, voice cold. We can't keep her any longer. I hung up. My office felt too quiet. My heart was racing so hard it hurt. This is a mistake, I told myself while grabbing my keys. A sick joke. But deep down, I already knew. Whatever was waiting for me at that school was about to destroy the life I thought I understood. The school parking lot was empty. Only one light was on inside the building. I sat in my car, hands shaking on the steering wheel. Just go in, I whispered. Prove it's a mistake. The door buzzed open. A tired woman stood there, arms crossed. Thank God, she said. You're finally here. I'm not her mother, I said immediately. There's been a mix-up. She didn't argue. She just pointed down the hallway. Then look at her. The corridor smelled like floor cleaner and rain. At the far end, on a wooden bench, sat a little girl. Tiny. Still. Knees pulled to her chest. Pink sneakers dangling above the floor. A rabbit backpack beside her. I took one step. Her head lifted. And my breath vanished. She had my face. Not similar. Not close. Mine. My eyes. My mouth. And then I saw it. A thin white scar above her lip. The same scar I got when I was 6. I touched my own mouth. She stood up. Her voice was soft. Certain. Mommy. I stepped back. No, I whispered. No, this isn't real. Her face crumpled, confused. But Daddy said you'd come. That's when I understood. This wasn't a mistake. Someone had planned this. I'm not your mother, I said, my voice breaking. This isn't possible. The woman behind me sighed, irritated. She's been here all day. We called the number on file. Yours. I never filled out any form. The principal stepped closer, calm but firm. Her father enrolled her last year. Listed you as the guardian. Her father. I snapped. Who is he? The little girl looked at me, confused by the tension. My daddy, she said softly. What's his name? I asked, kneeling in front of her. She hesitated. Then answered. Daniel. The name hit me like a punch. I grabbed the edge of the desk to stay standing. Daniel. My ex-fiancé. The man who vanished 5 years ago. The man who knew my handwriting. My scar. My fears. That's impossible, I whispered. The principal opened a folder and turned it toward me. My name. My address. My phone number. And my signature. Perfect. Too perfect. I didn't sign this, I said. But it's yours, he replied gently. And legally, she can only leave with you. I looked at the girl. She was holding her rabbit backpack like armor. Waiting. And that's when I realized the truth. I had been trapped. And so had she. I just need one night, I said, my voice low. I'll bring her back tomorrow. The principal hesitated. Legally, she's yours for now. The girl looked up at me. Can I go with you? I nodded, even though fear was crawling up my spine. That night, my apartment felt smaller than ever. She sat on the couch, clutching her backpack, eyes wide, silent. What's your mom's name? I asked gently. She shook her head. I never met her. And Daniel? I forced the name out. Is he kind? She hesitated. Then whispered, sometimes. I went to the bathroom and locked the door. Daniel was gone for years. No calls. No trace. And suddenly, a child with my last name appears? I stared at myself in the mirror. Pale. Shaking. He planned this, I whispered. Back in the living room, she was already asleep, curled up like she was afraid to take space. I covered her with a blanket, my hands trembling, my chest tight with a fear I couldn't name. The silence felt heavy, like a warning I was too late to escape. And that's when my phone buzzed. Unknown number. One message. You were always easy to find. My blood ran cold. Daniel wasn't gone. He was watching. And he had just made his first move. I couldn't sleep. My apartment was too quiet, too alien. Lily slept peacefully on the couch, her small chest rising and falling like she had no idea the storm surrounding her. I paced, heart hammering, mind racing. Daniel had orchestrated this entire mess. Every detail, my name, my signature, the school, the child, it was meticulous. I sat at my desk, pulling out the hospital summary he had fabricated. My hands shook as I traced the words. Someone had pretended to be me, given birth, enrolled a child, and left her at my door. I whispered to the empty room, this isn't just theft. This is madness. The next morning, I had to act. I dressed Lily, tried to make her smile, to act normal. Breakfast? I asked softly. She nodded. Her small hand slipped into mine. It fit perfectly. I felt the weight of responsibility, the gravity of his deception. I opened my laptop. Emails, bank records, travel receipts, all evidence I wasn't in the hospital, all proof he had lied, manipulated, stolen. My pulse raced. I had to find him, but I couldn't show panic. I had to be precise. I had to be unstoppable. I whispered to Lily, almost to myself, we're going to find the truth, baby. And we're going to take back what's ours. I called my boss first, a shaky voice hiding panic. I have a family emergency. I need to work from home. He understood, his tone kind, unaware of the storm I was walking into. I hung up and turned to Lily, busy coloring, her small eyes trusting. My chest ached. Every breath was a calculation, every move a strategy. I dialed the private investigator I had found online, a former detective named Karis. I need to locate a man, I said, sliding a crumpled note across the table with Daniel Carver's old address and the school info. Karis studied it, expression unreadable. Abandoned a child, he asked. My voice didn't waver. He listed me as the guardian. He's hiding. I need to find him. I explained nothing else, no dramatics, no panic. Every word counted. Karis nodded. I'll have an address for you in 48 hours. Maybe less. My stomach twisted. 2 days of waiting. 2 days of pretending, of guarding a child who looked like me, carried my eyes, my scar. I watched her, this little stranger who was mine, unknowingly trapped in a game of lies. And I promised myself, quietly, fiercely, I will not fail her. Not this time. 2 days later, Karis called. His voice calm, precise. He moved. 2 days ago. Same day you picked up the girl. My heart pounded. Of course he did. The coward. Where? I asked, barely breathing. He gave me a suburban address, neat and silent, the kind of place hiding secrets behind white fences and manicured lawns. I wrote it down, my hand trembling. I told Lily, softly, Mommy has a meeting, a work meeting. Her eyes, so small, reflected trust one wasn't sure I deserved. Every step toward that house, my mind rehearsed the confrontation. What would I say? What would I do? I had evidence, DNA, hospital records, forged signatures, all of it, but this confrontation was real, raw. The street was quiet, the air thick with rain. Cherry Blossom Lane, a name too perfect for the lies it hid. I parked, heart steadying into focus. Each step up the path was deliberate. This wasn't fear anymore, it was strategy. I rang the bell, every second stretching, anticipating the man who had stolen 5 years of my life and left a child in limbo. The door opened. Daniel Carver. Smaller than I remembered, thinner, desperate, hidden behind a mask of calm. He froze. Not surprised, just expecting me. The moment we faced each other, the years vanished, leaving only the raw edge of injustice between us. Daniel said nothing. He just stared at me, eyes narrow, trying to measure if I was the same woman he once knew. You found her, he murmured, his voice low, almost a whisper. Not you found me, I replied, each word sharp, loaded with contained rage. He tried to smile, a weak, hollow smile. I didn't fall for it. He didn't deserve my weakness. I stepped into the empty living room. Boxes stacked, heavy silence. She's not a secret, Daniel. She's mine, I said, my steps firm, heart hammering. Every lie he built, every manipulation, every fraud, was about to be torn apart right in front of him. Why? I asked, voice trembling with a mix of indignation and control. Why did you do this? He looked away, running his hands through his hair. You signed the forms, you gave consent, he said, trying to shift the blame onto me. I laughed, cold, humorless. I trusted you, Daniel. I trusted everything about us. And you stole my life. Silence fell. The tension filled the house, every second heavier than the last. He knew he had lost control. He could no longer manipulate, could no longer deceive. Finally, I was face to face with the truth. Daniel tried to regain control. He straightened his posture, lowered his voice, like he used to when he thought calm could erase damage. You're overreacting, he said. This doesn't have to get ugly. I stepped closer, close enough to see the fear flicker behind his eyes. It already is, I answered. You just didn't notice when it was happening to me. He started pacing. You don't understand how complicated this was. I was protecting us. That word, us, made my stomach twist. You protected yourself, I snapped. You erased me from decisions that changed my life. My hands were steady now. That's when he realized something was different. I wasn't crying. I wasn't begging. I pulled out my phone and placed it on the table between us. I recorded everything, I said. His face went pale. The calls. The emails. The signatures you forged. The accounts you hid. He froze. You wouldn't, he whispered. I smiled, calm and precise. I already did. His voice cracked. If this goes public, it will destroy me. I met his gaze, unflinching. That's exactly what you said when you destroyed me. The difference? I leaned in. I'm not asking for mercy. The silence that followed was heavy, final. He knew the trap had closed. Daniel's confidence collapsed fast. He stopped pacing and sat down hard, rubbing his face like he could erase what was coming. What do you want? He asked, voice low, desperate. I crossed my arms. I want the truth, I said. Not the version you practiced. The real one. He laughed nervously. You won already. Isn't that enough? I shook my head. No. Winning without justice feels empty. He swallowed. I did it because I was scared, he confessed. Scared you'd leave once you saw who I really was. I stepped back, anger rising. So you decided to destroy me first? My voice echoed in the room. You stole my future, my trust, my voice. His eyes filled with tears. I loved you. I didn't hesitate. You loved control. I told him about the nights I blamed myself. About shrinking to survive. About how humiliation became routine. His shoulders dropped with every word. You could have stopped at any moment, I said. You chose not to. He reached out, instinctively, then pulled his hand back when he saw my expression. That version of me is gone, I said quietly. You helped kill her. I turned toward the door, then paused. And you created someone far more dangerous. Behind me, he whispered my name. I didn't turn around. Some endings don't need eye contact to be final. The courtroom felt colder than I expected. Not in temperature, but in silence. Every step I took echoed like a countdown. Daniel sat across the room, suit pressed, jaw tight, pretending control. I didn't look at him. I didn't need to. I could feel his fear now. It had weight. When my name was called, I stood up slowly. My hands were steady. That surprised me. The judge nodded. You may speak. I inhaled once. Deep. Clean. For years, I was taught to stay quiet. To keep peace. To protect someone who was hurting me. Daniel shifted in his seat. I continued. Today, I'm done protecting him. His lawyer objected. The judge raised a hand. Let her speak. I told everything. Not rushed. Not emotional for show. Just truth, sharp and undeniable. I read messages out loud. Dates. Times. Words Daniel swore he never said. The room changed. I saw it. People leaning in. Pens stopping. His confidence cracking. Daniel stood up suddenly. That's not how it happened, he shouted. The judge slammed the gavel. Sit down. He froze. Saturday. I turned toward him for the first time. You always said no one would believe me, I said calmly. You were wrong. His face drained of color. When I finished, the silence was heavy. Not empty, earned. The judge nodded slowly. Thank you, he said. That will be all. As I sat down, I realized something powerful. This wasn't revenge anymore. This was accountability. And it had only just begun. I left the courthouse with Lily's hand in mine. The air outside was sharp, electric, full of possibility. Daniel wasn't coming after us today. Not yet. Not ever again. I looked at her little face, trusting, bright, innocent. My chest ached. Not with fear. With responsibility. I had to protect her. I had to own this. Back at the apartment, I spread the papers across the table. Custody forms, affidavits, evidence folders. Each document was a brick in the wall I was building between us and Daniel. Lily crawled onto my lap, hugging me, her small hands pressing into my arms. Mommy, are we safe? She asked. Her voice made my heart both shatter and harden. Yes, baby, I whispered. We're going to be more than safe. We're going to be unstoppable. I called Helen Brody. I want every protection available. Restraining orders, legal notices, everything. He cannot touch her. He cannot touch me. Her voice was sharp, approving. You've got the law on your side, Lena. Let's make him regret underestimating you. I hung up. This was no longer fear. This was strategy. Every step, every move, every legal form, it was mine. And finally, I could see the path forward. 2 days later, I found him. Daniel Carver, hiding in his suburban cage, thinking he'd outsmarted me. I parked a block away, my pulse steady, my mind precise. I wasn't angry yet. Not really. I was focused. I rehearsed my words like blueprints, clear, controlled, irreversible. I walked up to his door, knocked once. He opened it, startled. "Lena," he said, trying to smile. "Weak. Broken." He looked smaller than I remembered, not a man in control, but a man cornered. I didn't step inside. "Daniel," I said, voice calm but hard, "you made a lot of choices. None of them involved honesty. You stole from me. You stole my child. But today, you're going to face what you created." His jaw tightened, his eyes flicked to the street behind me. He saw Lily wasn't here yet. That was my choice. I'm not here to beg or negotiate. I'm here to fix your mistake. Permanently. He swallowed, and for the first time, I saw real fear. I laid the facts out, DNA results, hospital records, forged consents. His eyes darted, hands shaking. I didn't flinch. I didn't yell. I didn't threaten. My power wasn't in anger, it was in the undeniable truth. He couldn't argue reality. "This ends now," I said. And it did. I called Helen Brody, the best family lawyer in Portland. Sharp, experienced, unflinching. I walked into her office like I was presenting a design plan, not a crime story. "Here are the facts," I said, laying out the DNA results, hospital records, and every shred of evidence. "This man, Daniel Carver, forged my signature, used my genetic material, and abandoned his own daughter." Helen listened silently, nodding, absorbing every word. She didn't interrupt. She knew I wasn't here to panic. I wanted strategy. Precision. Justice, not revenge. "I want full custody," I said. His name erased. He will never make a decision for her again. Helen smiled, cold and sharp. "We can make that happen," she said. "And if he resists, the criminal charges will make him comply." I felt a weight lift. Control wasn't anger. Control was power over the chaos he created. Lily's life would be safe. My life would finally be mine again. The morning sun streamed through my apartment as Lily sat at the table, drawing a yellow house. Her tiny hand held a crayon like it belonged to her, to us. I watched her, feeling the weight of every stolen moment, every lie Daniel built, dissolve. "Mommy, can we go outside?" she asked, innocent and trusting. I nodded, my heart swelling. No fear, no anger, just a plan finally in motion. With Helen's guidance, the court recognized my rights. Daniel's name was removed. Lily was mine, legally and forever. That evening, I held her hand as we walked past the same streets where my past had tried to trap me. She looked up, green eyes shining, and whispered, "I'm glad it's you." I smiled, tears threatening, and whispered back, "Me too, baby. Me too." My home was alive again, filled with laughter, macaroni dinners, bedtime stories, and the quiet confidence of knowing justice had been done. I had lost nothing, I had gained everything. We were free. If this story gave you chills, make sure to like the video to show you love thrilling twists. Share your thoughts in the comments. What would you do if you were in Lena's shoes? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another story of courage, revenge, and justice. And if you know someone who would be hooked by this, share it with them. Let's see who can handle the suspense.